Okay, when these here and tell them, look, they say, oh, I've got a family member who's autistic, and I get to hear the whole story about them, don't I go through the line at grocery outlet and talk to a few of the ladies there, and they got stories. They do. Do they want to change it? Well, their excuse for not doing something to change it is nobody's going to listen to them, or they're too busy having to work. They can't afford to. They can't afford to. They can't afford to. I say bullshit. I say bullshit. Everybody can afford to use their mouth. Everybody can afford to speak up. If you're being victimized by the same person as someone else, don't yell at that person for being victimized too. Stand with them. Stand together. When Waylon Lolatai harms disabled people on the streets, he knows what he's doing. He did it a lot, and he got away with it for the exact reasons I told you. But I didn't have a friend or family member. I wasn't painted as a victim. I was painted as some horrible monster by the majority, and nobody stopped to help save the evidence. Nobody helped me to speak up, to be heard in person, where it was needed. Lots of promises to do so. If I'm patient, if I do this, if I do that. People threaten to kill my friends and family, and I speak up. Then I'm treated like I'm a horrible person because I spoke up. My predators pretend that I made it up, and the people who told me that they were threatened, well, I've got evidence in their own words. The ones who said they were afraid, I've got it in their words too. It ain't just the homeless, the whole country is full of cowards. I see these disabled folks out here, and I tell them, hey, I'll go in with you. I will go in with you for your safety, and I will record it. And then it's nothing but excuses. Well, fuck you then. Don't tell me your fucking story. Don't. You don't care about mine. You just want to talk about you. Well, I'm telling you, stop being a bitch and stop just talking about you. Get off your ass and fucking turn it in with these people. There are hundreds of other fucking people in this town who have had the same shitty goddamn experience with these fucking crooks as you have. But each and every one of you fucking dolts goes in alone. This allows them to fucking scare and intimidate the fucking victims. Send them to somewhere else who makes money off of victimizing all of us. Why are we still on the fucking streets? Because when we're victimized and we're sent to mandated reporters, we are at-risk adults. The majority of us out here are disabled. The majority. That is the reality of the situation we're in right now. Disabled people are at an extremely high risk, especially right now, of abuse. We especially need cameras right now to record this stuff. We need the poor to be able to do that, but also to be heard. A disabled person who's being abused should never have to go into the police alone because the police just use the, oh, well, he's disabled, that means we can call him mentally ill. We can talk right over him, just like everyone does, just like your friends. When you're disabled, people show that you don't matter. When you're being harmed, you're not the fun friend anymore. You're not the one who makes them laugh anymore. You have to pretend to be happy at all points in time. And I'm sick and tired of the homeless people here. I really am. I'm sick and tired of the homeless people everywhere. I'm homeless too. I'm trying to get help. They're all being bitches, talking about themselves and just themselves. They can't do nothing. Yes, you can. You got to go in together. If you're all being victimized by the same people in the same way, none of you are mentally ill. You are all victims. And all of you need to stop being bitches. And the people like Angie at the Northwest Center for Seniors and disabled or whatever it's called. Let me find that fucking card. There's all these people out here that say they can't. They're afraid. Oh, if you got into TFCC? All of them got horror stories about being sent to TFCC, and all of them got programs that they're glad that they're in, but their predators are still out there. They never got to turn them in. Many of them have severe trauma. The promises that they were given, hey, you know, America, if you get these disabled people into housing, you don't have to deal with them anymore. We'll take care of your loved ones. All of you guys who are bitching that the American government is taking advantage of you, you're having to pay all these taxes for fucking disabled people. And then you're complaining we're all out here. We're being victimized into this. The same as you are victimized out of your fucking money, we're victimized out of ours. Because homelessness, every bit of it is fucking illegal. Yes, I have to be afraid every moment of every day. Any Susan, Karen, homeowner, shop owner, park ranger, police officer, anybody can pretend I might do something wrong and I'll be harmed. In addition to that, you guys don't get to see, and thank goodness, you don't get to see me curled up in a ball in my car making funny noises that piss people off around me. Because I am afraid to ask any of these filthy fucking hobos for help, and I'm a filthy hobo too. They say, hey, go to peer support. Oh, you mean whiny bitches who should go to AA meetings instead of talking about doing something? I'll go in with you and I'll record it for our safety. Oh, no, I don't want nothing recorded. Well, then shut the fuck up. Oh, dude, I've fucking gone in. It won't work. Well, then you're a fucking piece of shit for fucking complaining at me. You're not trying to do anything about it, even if you have help turning it in. Shut the fuck up and go away. I don't need to hear your fucking story. You're a lazy piece of shit, and that's why you're out here. You're a selfish piece of shit. Stop whining about how everybody else is selfish, too. I get that you're fucking traumatized and you can't trust nobody. Instead of telling me that over and over and over again, why don't you go in with me and verify it with me and the other fucking victims? Oh yeah, they're lazy bitches too. They want to sit in their fucking car and deal with their trauma by getting fucked up on drugs, getting fucking drunk, playing fucking video games and watching YouTube. Try to distract yourself. But all the time you're wasting distracting yourself, you're stuck in that fucking parking lot with your car, not able to take care of yourself, being blown off everywhere that you go. When you're not able to do something, they just talk over you and make some excuse like you can that your disabilities magically went away. We're sent to these disability places. What the fuck are they doing? Instead of helping us turn it in right away, it's fucking postponed for 6 months. That's why I have to turn in these places to themselves. No other homeless person helps me turn it in. A lot of people that are out here homeless with me bitch about the same fucking people. Stop bitching to me if you're not going to help me turn it in, asshole. You're a piece of shit for making it worse. These other people have friends and family in the area. I've got nobody. When I'm armed by fucking Farnsworth, no matter how many witnesses are there, they're going to shut up and sit and eat their goddamn dinner. Their excuse for not going in with you was that when they went in alone, they were treated the same way I am when I go in alone. I shouldn't have to fucking chew your ass publicly for taking advantage of my disabilities, for talking over my disabilities. I needed you to be a friend or a fucking family member, like you claimed to be. And you took advantage of me, which is something that I can't have. And I can't turn in without a friend or family member. Just like you, the police take advantage of my disabilities. These homeless people take advantage of my disabilities. I have to be extra nice to them, or they will victimize me for speaking up. They'll victimize me for saying no, for setting boundaries, for saying, hey, I'm the victim here who's trying to get help. If you want help with what you're doing, what help do you need with that? Do you need help turning it in? I'll help. I will go in with you. I'll make sure that it's fucking recorded. Hundreds of people that I send evidence to telling me, oh, I'm so sorry that happened. I'm so sorry that happened. I'm so sorry that happened. I'll help any way I can. I'm sending you fucking evidence. Look at it and fucking share it, you fucking piece of shit. When I'm trying to tell you why I am the way that I am, why I am in a constant state of panic because you won't shut up if I try to get help. Why don't you shut up and let me speak? Angie, Shannon, I want you to imagine this shit happened to your family member who is autistic and they came to you for help. Now imagine you had ignored that person for 6 years because they came to you for fucking help. And the people they came to you for help about that were harming them ended up fucking killing somebody through fucking cruelty. They made me and Natalie beg for death because we were friends. And then people's excuse was that we weren't friends and I was some sort of a fucking stalker. No. Her family fucking did that shit to her, not me. Tim Beeson did that shit, not me. My family members know that I have Tourette's syndrome. But good luck convincing that to somebody who's already assumed that you're a fucking creeper who fucking kills people. I have Tourette's syndrome. I'm not a creeper. I'm a fucking disabled person. I can't fucking help it, you piece of shit. I can't take care of myself. People have taken advantage of that my entire life. It's not my physical disabilities that make me curl up into a ball and fucking cry. I just gotta pretend it is, or you're not gonna fucking understand. You're not gonna fucking listen. You're gonna say that you understand. I'm like that because you won't fucking listen. You'll always make it about you. You will always confuse the situation by not allowing the victim to speak. By going out of your way when they tell you that something harms them. You, as their friend or family, do exactly that. You expect me to respect your boundaries. You have no respect for mine. You tell me to stick up for myself. I fucking do. And I'm harmed for that too. I cannot take care of myself. When I am in a state of panic, in a state of crisis, I cannot function. And instead of fucking these goddamn pieces of shit, every goddamn fucking homeless person here telling me they're fucking bullshit. And then showing up at my fucking car 2 o'clock in the morning, fucking cracked out their goddamn gourd. Or messed out of their fucking mind. Or so hopped up on fucking heroin that they're and fucking pissing on my car. So fucking drunk that they can't shut the fuck up. Oh yeah, feel sorry for me, I'm disabled. Yeah, but your speech impediment is because you're fucking drunk. And you won't shut up because you're fucking drunk. You won't shut up because you're on fucking meth. When a victim comes to you for help, in your mind it doesn't mean help them. It means, oh good, it's fucking story time. It's time for a fucking pissing contest. It's not time to try to understand in the least bit. It's time to make it about you, you fucking piece of shit. Our friends and family victimize us to the point that we're homeless. And then the police victimize us for being homeless. And then we've got to go to services that don't make any money off doing their jobs as mandated fucking reporters. They make their money off of therapy. This isn't just making a fucking complaint. This is way beyond a complaint. Because I have tried to complain and been fucking intimidated. You go to them or their superiors, or you call 911 because these are what you're told to do. You go to the DA because that's what you're told to do. And all of them try to deter and dissuade you from turning it in. When you get a public pretender, they try to deter and dissuade you from turning it in. You go to your friends and your family and they try to deter and dissuade you from turning it in. None of them have ever looked at the evidence and fucking spoken up. Shannon, she gathered some of that evidence, but she never spoke up, which means that none of the things that she did actually happened. In a court of law, nothing that she did actually happened. Because the police were able to take advantage of me. Because Shannon Alvarado never tried. That's the thing, is if she was sending me this stuff and not helping me to turn it in, that's what I was begging her to do. Call it in and tell them it's happening. Tell them about Kara Johnson Miles in these Facebook groups and how they actually affect a person. How it's actually affected the evidence, Shannon. But all these people want to pity party me. Like, because I am an at-risk adult who is trying to get help the way that I am supposed to, that I'm a bad person. All of these, especially women, they're professionals. They're professional victims. How are you going to help them if you won't fucking shut up about you? When you wouldn't say you don't have any fucking money, that's the point. Is that if you people had helped me to fucking turn this in, this money that you're paying fucking taxes for, that if you do it the legal way, that yes, they have to let you. But if it's just your predators who try to turn it in, there's no fucking point. When I come to you because I'm actually being abused and I need help, all right? It is a very minimal fucking investment to listen without interruption and make the fucking call with them. If you're going to tell them if they come see you in person, you'll help turn it in, by God, fucking do that. When they tell you that you can't turn it in from another jurisdiction, that's fucking bullshit. All of my predators are fucking proof of that. You can turn it in from any jurisdiction. So why was I lied to about that repeatedly? Then when I go back, very same officers will tell me just the opposite. Just the opposite, the other way around. And these fucking homeless idiots who go in alone, they don't bother researching this shit. Oh, well, my cop friend told me, blah, 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 blah. And what they spout at me, I've already researched and posted up on my YouTube. It's a fucking law. They're fucking retarded. They're all on fucking drugs. They fucking deserve to be homeless. They deserve to have just a phone to play with in their fucking cars or in their fucking camps. They deserve to be yelled at. They deserve to have things thrown at them, don't they? Because they're not going to work together to stop their predators. They're going to help the predators to get away by being fucking selfish. Because they fucking feel sorry for themselves. Because they're bitches. That's right. When your autistic son or daughter becomes an adult, good fucking luck. Yup. Shannon Alvarado doesn't care how her alcoholism affects her family. Or the people in her entertainment. Yeah, the Natalie Bollinger thing was entertainment. See, that's the thing. I paid attention to people's words. I tried following their words. I also paid attention to their actions and their tone. And each and every one of these people takes advantage of the fact that a person in crisis is easy to fucking talk over. They're not following the protocol and it's getting people killed. My friends and family aren't following the protocol. All of you guys are going to argue with me about what the protocol is until 6 months later. I'm being forced to go to an agency that I was sent away from multiple times. And they're not taking it seriously. It is an emergency. I shouldn't be fucking running around back and forth between those places. Then I have to try to remember everybody's name and the exact date. Meanwhile, I have to find a place to process all of that. It's fucking recorded for my safety. You get to hear in the Starbucks, there's always noise in there. I can't fucking function. You get to hear the traffic driving by, I can't fucking function. And then when people victimize me because I can't fucking function, because I'm in a state of crisis and I need some peace and quiet, not just for a day in a timeout room by myself. No, I need some peace and quiet with my fucking computer and my evidence to sit down and do what it is that you're asking me to do. I need help getting that safe environment so I'm not taken advantage of. Tamara quit her job at Region 1, Nebraska to try to make sure that her son wasn't treated as horribly as I had been. And that was before Natalie was killed, dumbasses. You say you got a family member who's autistic. All right, well, let's not dwell on that. If you're going to say that to make it an icebreaker, the point in that is to get them to open up. Now, once they've opened up, shut up. Once you've gotten them to open up, shut up. Any distraction from what they're saying, they're in a state of crisis. Okay, they're easy to sidetrack, they're easy to scare, they're easy to intimidate, they're easy. They are extremely vulnerable when something like that has just happened, and then they're taken advantage of by the professionals they're sent to. And sent in a fucking circle. Well, you gotta be nice to every crackhead out here, every meth head out here. You gotta expend resources that you don't have because they'll get angry if you don't. And you hope they'll stay away from you after that, but they'll probably just run around all the other meth heads and tell them all you're a fucking dickhead. and then they might slash your tires. So there's a lot of people who have severe fucking mental problems, and they've been through hell because they've had severe fucking mental problems their whole life. Then they want to offer to help, but they don't want to fucking listen because they, in their minds, what they're paying for is somebody to listen. When they say that they'll help me and they'll do all these other things for me, and then, of course, they always make it about them and always interrupting me and always making suggestions that show that they literally aren't hearing a word I'm fucking saying to them. The evidence is what's important, assholes. It is too easy for me to be in a state of panic in my vehicle and be victimized because I am having that trauma reaction to people calling me over and over and over again, which has been happening since before Natalie was killed. All of you who want to pretend that I'm a bad person because I had to post your numbers up on the internet, you should just leave me the fuck alone. Tell your friends to leave me the fuck alone. I can't take care of myself. I cannot take care of myself. Instead of talking over me and making these calls supposedly to these places alone that I'm just supposed to believe you about, well, the courts and the cops aren't listening to me about it because you're not going in with me, you fucking twat. You fucking moron. Don't tell me anything that you're not going to tell the investigator, asshole. You don't stop to put yourself in my shoes. Maybe you'll stop to imagine your son in my shoes. Maybe, but probably not. You want to think of your daughter as more vulnerable because she's a girl. No, she's fucking not. In every single category, men are the most likely victims, with the exception of sexual assault. And we've come to find out recently that that's not the case either. We come to women in our society are far more expectant of sex. I just need to get my guts smashed. That's gross. I'm not retarded, I'm overwhelmed. And when I go in there after having traumatic experiences everywhere else all day, get heard, I need it to be taken seriously. I am afraid of the fucking cops for a reason. When I first got here, we could have worked together to stop shit like this from happening to me. Again. Instead, everyone wants to roll it around in circles to make a profit. Because they know they can, because they know I'm alone. I'm going to eat me some salmon and then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to charge up my phone because it needs it. I've been digging out electronics. I can't go up there and work on my computer today. I need to be able to take my electronics in and at least charge them.